Maligayang Pasko. Merry Christmas. Manigong Bagong Taon. Have a prosperous New Year. Hi, welcome to another episode of Tasty Makers. Today, I'm going to show you my favorite Filipino dish. In editing, I noticed that I kept saying tinola wrong, so I have professionally edited these parts to make sure you, the viewers, don't get confused. Salamat po. Tinola, let's get tasty. So, I was actually supposed to make this video myself, but I got sick with the flu, like real sick. So, Abby made me my chicken soup and the video for this week. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. Do it now. 5,
4, 3, 2.
Now.
Hi everyone, I'm Abby. I'm Chris's wife, so that basically makes me like the tasty maker wife, which is a pretty big deal because Chris is amazing. So he's sick. He's on his way to urgent care right now. I've got his mom's recipe book and I want to make him tinola to surprise him. Wish me luck because I might need it. For tinola, you need about 2 to 3 pounds of chicken. You need onion. You can use spinach or bok choy. I really like bok choy, so we're gonna use that, especially cute little baby bok choy. There's patis, which is fish sauce to taste, chayote, or you could use green papaya, ginger, there is bouillon, salt and pepper to taste, and rice noodles. So
Noodles are not traditionally in tinola, but this is a great addition. I know I might get some hate from some of the Filipinos, but remember, haters are gonna hate.
And ain'ter's gonna ain't.
That is not an actual thing people say.
let's get started. After we chop the ginger, we're going to pound it with this fancy meat grinder. The reason that you want to pound out the ginger is it's gonna help bring out some of the juices and some of the flavoring.
So at this part, you're actually supposed to saute the onions and the ginger in a large pot.
So I realized that I should have had it in here the whole time.
So for tinola, there's not exactly too much history, but I will tell you that there's history for chicken soup. Did you know that the original recipe for chicken soup was eaten a lot by this guy right here, Old George Washington? Old Georgie here used to eat the original recipe called turtleneck soup, and it's almost exactly what you would think it is. It's soup made with turtles. I wouldn't say that George Washington was a member of the Visco movement.
And oop.
So for a very long time, the Philippines was colonized by this guy right here, Ferdinand Magellan, and the Spaniards were in the Philippines for 333 years. Naturally, the natives became rebellious. Well, in a book by Dr. Jose Rizal, there was a Spanish dignitary who went into a Filipino restaurant. While most Filipinos were served the thigh or the breast, the good parts of the chicken, the Spanish dignitary, he was given the neck, which the neck is supposed to be the worst part of the chicken. So this guy was actually insulted. So lesson learned, don't mess with the Philippines.
So the chicken stock, the water, and the bouillon is added, and now we just wait for it to boil. Chris is on his way home. This is where I'm gonna add in the bok choy. So I just grabbed my whole, oh my gosh, one of my hairs is in there. Okay, so take the hairs out. Although, hair really is just extra love. So I got all my little baby bok choys, and boop, throw them in. Now, I did taste it while Eva was asleep, and it still felt kind of bland, so I did add more patis, more salt, more pepper, although patis is pretty salty, so I didn't add a whole lot of salt. I probably will only add 1 or 2 bundles. I don't want it to get overcooked, and really we can always add more. So this is about what it should look like when it's done. I did turn off the heat, but you can see like the little baby bok choy leaves, they're looking a little wilty. The rice noodles did break apart, and they really can cook in the broth. Like I said, they are super duper thin.
So basically the chicken soup is done. Let's go ahead and see some of those close-ups.
Doing?
I love you. I made you Tinolang.
I'm so proud of you.
Go for it. Be brutally honest.
Okay. I love you.
I love you.
Thank you. I'm gonna try the broth first. Shh.
Eva's going for the noodles.
It's soupy. Oh. There's the good news and the bad news.
Okay.
The good news is that it really hits the spot. Chicken soup is good for the flu. The bad news is I can't really taste anything.
Oh no.
And you can tell that you put Patis. This actually does taste like my mom's. It's just,
Yay!
yeah, you did really good. The only thing is that the broth is very thick. So like, I think a little bit too much broth. Because when you cook the chicken, the fat releases from the chicken and the skin, and then when you add water to that, it's kind of already a broth. And so if you're gonna add extra broth or anything, just make sure that it's not too thick. But I mean, this is good because I need it to coat my system because I'm not feeling good at all. So, thanks, babe. I love you.
I love you.
I love you, viewers.
He was all done. She's like,
Are you done? Can you say all done?
Happy holidays and maligayang Pasko and Happy New Year. If you know anybody that gets sick, or if you even get sick yourself, make sure to come back to this video, watch it, eat some chicken soup, and if you know anybody else that gets sick, share this video to them too. Don't forget to pound that like button and hit subscribe down below. Check out my other videos on the other side of the screen, and guess what? I will see you next time. Deuces.